Welcome to KritzKast. It is another match from the ETF2L Highlander Spring 2023 season. We have a Premiership game for you tonight between the defending champions and the perennial champion, shall we say, SDCK. And they're going to be coming up against a new face for the Prem this season. It's the Fresh Pills from Bel Air. I am CeeJaey, joined tonight by DuMmTm and Dr. _ on the production.
Hi CeeJaey, I hope you don't mind me butting in for a second and asking if people would like to subscribe and maybe give this video a like if they like it. Otherwise, don't.
On the side of SDCK, it is got May on Scout, Jackie Leg Soldier, Garden Fungus on Pyro, Buddy Demo, Sandburn is back on Heavy, the one change from last season. Engineer is Clark, Medic is Gedu, Likey on Sniper, and Mezzo on Spy. While on the side of Pills, we've got Omga on Scout, Arentria on Soldier, Vlad Pyro, is it Huggy?
It used to be Huge Eevee in full.
Huge. So I'm just going to say Hugie. Yeah. Hugie on Demo. Venom on Heavy. I've been told to pronounce this as Venom the last time I can. Yeah. Peak on Engineer. Shinso Spy. James on Sniper and Agi. James on Sniper and Agi on Spy.
This cast is powered by Gamer Subs.
Big changes every season, and it's been doing well for them so far here as we're heading into this week 2 match. The last one left to go for this week. Next week is Payload Week again, but for now, 2 more KOF maps to get 6 more points divided between these 2 teams.
Yeah, we're going to see the first mid-fight here. SDCK in the red and Pills in the blue. And Likey is the first person to go down. James getting the headshot. Samba and also getting backstabbed there by Agi. Jackie Legs gets Revolver down as well. There's 4 kills for Pills right now. And that is going to be a very, very confident mid-fight take for them as Clark is cleaned up. Agi there on a 3-kill streak, taking down a third of the team during that mid-fight. And surprise, surprise, it is going to be Pills who win the mid-fight against it. And oh my god, Hugie with the pipes! They're absolutely destroying. Gedu's down, Buddy's down, Likey's down, Agi's on a 4K right now. They're protecting their medic now. Shinso at 100% does not have to use. What the hell just happened?
Sometimes the Zubers just come out swinging. Like we said, SDCK really needs to not take anything for granted right now. These guys rose up the ranks for a reason here. Not bad at all just yet. Let's see. It's not often that you see SDCK really getting just flustered a little bit from the start, so let's see how they recover from this one here. Early Uber is very interesting as well, holding very aggressive, not something you see a lot, and maybe for a reason, they kind of just popped early, but didn't have much sight on anything. It ends up hurting more than it helps, 4 down already, and I don't think they're going to lose anyone else, but that's mostly because everyone else realizes well ahead of time there's no point in staying any closer.
Yeah, kind of like an awkward forward hold there. Whereas maybe just holding back and waiting for the sacks and fighting on the point would have been a better option. As it is, SDCK are going to take the point. They're going to have 80% in the bank. That's about a 40% add. They're interestingly spread out here. Sandburn kind of hiding on the far side is going to take down Arentria, who goes in for the sack. Hugie is on the cliff right now. Gedu just ticking over to 100%. So we'll have the charge ready. Agi is lurking. But yeah, it's still in the lead here, Pills, but they need to make something happen.
Yeah, it's hanging on barely, but the 3 down, I don't think they're going to come back anytime soon. The force coming out will hurt a lot on SDCK, so here they're trying to stay forward, but backfires a little bit more than it helps. Soon so far back in spawn, not in any danger in the meantime, while this Red Uber cleans up here and there, but not anything relevant. The man is what matters in that situation. They're falling back empty-handed now. Shinso, however, with his hands full of team pushing up with full Uber any moment, will be coming in here. Likey peeks aggressively here, trying to just catch them early. The sideline is there, but the medic isn't, and with the tunnel vision on the mat, that will actually just leave opening for the Spy as well. That's a great kill to have early. A little bit less threat to have to use immediately, but not like the rest of SDCK wants to let them come close. But look at that, they're taking care of that really well, actually.
Yeah, they do. They don't even have to use the Uber. Mezzo's in connector with Samba, but actually I just have to compliment there. Just gets the sniper kill, doesn't get greedy and tries to go for Samban as well, who turns that 180, just backs away and just constantly is a threat in the back lines, outscoring everyone on the server right now. But at the moment it's awkward. 85 for Gedu. They're about to get this Uber SDCK. They're trying to pressure the point already. Venom is down, and now that Uber's going to be popped by Pills, but Gedu's just managed to get it, and they're going to counter Uber here. Surely May on the chase. Maybe they didn't even need to use this Uber. They're going to cap for free.
Yeah, that ended up having like very little impact in the end. Didn't dare go too far forward, which, I mean, for better or for worse, meant not much damage, but also at least no one dies here in the end. But Gedu has now on point, all looking good for SDCK. Finally in the lead on the clock again as well after all this time this round. Maybe just getting away with the timer here as well. Also holding closer for a little bit, trying to just get a similar strategy going. But once again, just kind of backfires a little bit here. Lose 1 or 2 and certainly don't catch anything they want here. Both teams with a little bit more aggressive holds here than you'd like to see sometimes, but just kind of isn't really working yet.
No, it's like almost SDK tried to use this Uber to get an aggressive hold up on the house. Big bomb in from Erentria is going to take down Likey. One more rocket, it's not going to be enough to get any more kills. But sniper down, look how far forward James is. He's going forward, getting these headshots, just being a nuisance, and that pressure is enough. Oh, Shinso though, so weak. Jackie in the back lines. Oh, the rocket does hit him. I was going to say Vlad was doing a grand job of just air blasting everything away there, but it's not going to be enough. He will go down, and we are continuing. We are back, and just waiting for everything to stabilize here. Big bomb in. Oh, Gedu! Erentria pops him up into the air, but it's the flare from Vlad that is going to get the kill onto Gedu there, and that is just going to equalize things out. And heals now on the side of Pills, but Gedu having to go back to that respawn queue. It's not going to be easy to defend here. Omka goes down. Buddy doing a great job just putting those stickies defensively on the point. Sandbun is so far forward, not letting this go for free. Lucky goes down again to James, but there's so many kills coming from the rest of the SDCK team that they're managing to hold this despite not having heals, and it's going to be the first round going their way.
Yeah, the threat of losing your medic there was just too much. They played so passive, and you can't afford to with this far down on the clock already. Needed much more offensive play at that point. Will not work out. SDCK turns around the entire first round here in the end. That's a lead for them right now. 2 more to go. They have this map in the back, but I'm sure they want a better start than last time.
Yeah, I mean, 1 round is probably going to settle their nerves, if anything, because that first mid-fight definitely did not go their way. Let's have to see what Pills bring out this time. Erentria flying across. Gonna peek through connector now, but so many kills going in the favor of SDK. Jackie Legs with the kill onto Shinzo is absolutely massive. A lot of players dying for both teams. It's 4v4 right now. Actually, 3 for SDCK, and one of those is Gedu, and they're just trying to keep him alive. Peak is on the chase, but will get cleaned up by Sandburn, and it's going to mean uber advantage for SDCK. 60-70% now for Gedu. Shinzo just respawning, but technically this is still a mid-fight. No one's captured.
Yeah, it's like we're already on Warmtic here, never-ending mid-fights galore, but someone needs to win this here eventually. Both teams back to the fight, and like you said, with Gedu an advantage, it's just the looming threat right now. How is SDCK gonna approach this? But it looks to fit. They're very happy to pop the trigger here, as long as they get some people in deep. Deep jump by Buddy, hits the pipe at the end, Shinzo down. Not even difficult. The rest of the team just here to support that bomb in the end. A little bit more cleanup here and there to get the point secured on top of that, and that Uber did everything they were asking for.
Yeah, they get control of the point. They're going to have about a 20% ad by the time Shinzo gets back into healing action. And Likey is in a nice position now. He takes down James, has that sniper superiority, nothing to worry about, and just starts taking some shots. It does look like Pills want to go forward here. They're not happy to just sit back. They're going forward. Erentria goes down there. Erentria's been the one to get those forces. They don't need to get one right now, though. Likey with the headshot onto Shinzo. And then a double backstab from Mezzo. Venom and Hugie going down. That is the entire combo done. Taken out by 2 players. And they're just going to have to retreat and go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, ask and you shall receive. You were waiting for Likey to pop off, and maybe it's just starting. And for what it's worth, Mezzo back from the DC real quick, right back into the game. Didn't let himself get, like, shaken up by that or anything, not too annoyed by or anything like that. Just straight back to peak performance here. Quick counter attack on the other side. They need something like that themselves, but I don't think it's not just the... Oh, there we go. Actually, projectiles finally connect with the scout follow-up as well. 3 in for the Force. Can't be too upset about that. Need to just see that they actually can take this from here now. Shinzo might have advantage, but they're not even barely at 50 now, so... I mean, before the Uber push comes in, it's still a long time to go, and they don't have that much anymore. We're already halfway through the round.
Yeah, and look at the forward hold coming in from SDCK right now. Look at Buddy. He's on the floor trying to take down Omga. He's going to get protected. Finally does go down. Hugie coming out and Omga cleaning up the kills. But this forward hold has bought them so much time. 3 players down. They're going to have to wait for those respawns. By the time they push, they are going to have the Uber. But SDCK at 60%. And they're going to take down Hugie Likey with the headshot. The Force comes in as well. Vlad with the reflect kills Jackie, but it's not enough. to stop them getting the force onto Shinso, and now they've got no ground. Adventure comes in, gets deleted there, as Likey also starts taking more heads. And look, SDCK have got 60 seconds left on the clock here. No cap from Pills and 100% Uber for Gedu. It's not looking too good for them right now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe what I was saying is coming true here. SDCK just tries as hard as they need to, and after a short wake-up call, maybe they realize it needs a little bit more here, turned up the performance, and suddenly this is not looking close anymore. Big Uber coming in here, just looking for any victims inside. A lot of people are going down. Shinzo, luckily, not any one of them here as well. Last-ditch effort by Omga as well, as we have pause number 2. However, now he has to actually work for it. Admittedly, maybe not in the closest matchup of all time, but whatever the case, it's been a long time since I've seen Buddy and Scrimmers on the same team again, so that's a little reunion there in a way.
Well, the answer to the question before is that Omga did kill Gedu. So, medic down for SDCK. They're still in control of the point, and it does look like Pills want to walk forward and start taking that space given to them. They don't have heals themselves. Well, they do have heals themselves, but Jackie Legs is jumping over, putting some pressure. Mezzo is there. Jackie's landing. Oh, the Uber is going to be popped straight away. Not getting that much value out of it. A couple of kills here and there, but it does look like Pills are going to capture this point for the first time this round and maybe get some sort of defense going.
It's going to be a tough one here as well, even with the inevitable Likey impact lacking in the game for a second here. It's still Uber advantage for Gedu, so as much as that might hurt right now, they can just take the time, have one good Uber, and that's all they need. And in fact, they're not going to wait around that long. They're just preying on people overextending from the push, so get an early heavy kill. Aaron with the bomb automatic, that one will be beautifully converted into a kill as well, but instantly played back to a double spike kill. Mezzo getting free even, in fact, waiting for the Devilman to fall back. That man was busy fighting elsewhere. That's an easy time to get in on the action there as the spy, and suddenly it's just a full wipe waiting to happen, and it won't even get that far because anyone else that could block won't be there in time.
I mean, they did that with 8 players for a moment there, you know. It does help that Mezzo is able to kill just like a third of your team in the space of 3 seconds. So that is going to be round 2 to SDCK. It does look like a bit of a mountain to climb. I don't know, if you're on the side of Pills, you say, hey, they've got a different player now. We can come back, right? But I have to see if that's going to be the case. Scrimmers is in on Sniper for SDCK, replacing Likey. And the first kill of this 3rd round is going to go the way of Pills. Arentria and Omga picking up 1 apiece. And it does look like they're the ones trying to do a little bit more of the aggression. James already on the rock, trying to go for some snipes here, getting really aggressive. But it's pretty tentative from both sides. 3 down apiece. Scrimmers pretty weak, has to back off with the rest of his team. Clark will get finished up. It is going to be Pills who take this mid-fight, winning 2 out of the 3 mid-fights so far on this map. We'll have to see if this one translates into a round.
You're right, they took the aggression there so much, and they missed out on a few kills there for quite a while, but they somehow ended up killing, especially Sandwind that they chased really badly. Still get him in the end here, all worth it. At the end of the day, let's see how the rest of this continues now. Likey, also Scrim is actually hard slow to update here. Down early, hurts a lot of course as well. Early forced by Aaron Tree as well. Man's doing well right now, getting the bombs on the medic going as well. Doesn't mean that they get scouts free out of this as well. Shinzo still has to use here in the end, but with much later Uber, it's not like SDCK can stay in the face of that too much longer, but the repush is just a formality at this point. They just need to find a victim here. The scout forward on point sounds like an easy kill. Takes a sweet time to actually find the damage there. May finally cleans that kill up right now. That's the 1 kill advantage they have here. Maybe that's just enough to take this from here, and with the soldier threat in the backline, that is looking a little threatening as well. And there we go, the spy actually the one to get the kill on the medic. They were looking for the soldier. Nope, it's the spy instead. Sniper v sniper going Scrimmers' way as well. That man coming into this with no warm-up, but who knows if that will even matter anymore.
Yeah, you just have to give a shout out to Garden Fungus there. Absolutely huge denial of the Uber, and not only managed that, kept his entire team alive by keeping that Uber away, and himself. He didn't go down in denying that Uber. So SDCK were able to re-push there with an advantage. And all of their players alive, and Shinso dying does mean Gedu at 100% is 70% ahead there. Venom in connector trying to get something done. Buddy will go down to James though. This could be an opening for maybe a sack. There we go. Arentria is in. First rocket gets reflected. The second one will get the force out of Gedu. Oh, the rocket from Jackie Legs. He just jumps in with the Uber, and the second one is going to be an air shot onto Shinso. That Uber advantage is just gone out of the window, and it's an absolute destruction of Pills there.
It's not looking good on the blue side of this match anymore. They got this down to a tight clock right now, but SDCK in the lead in more ways than one with this Uber advantage. It might not be big, but it's there for sure. That Uber well worth spent there at the end. Little trap in the corner, even getting huge EV caught out as well. look at that, one by one, they're just dismantling them well before the push even happens. And with that, you would love to just play point, get some early pressure going, right? They get bait with cap time, but any and all of these kills are just making that so much harder.
Yeah, it's just kind of attrition, just wearing them down. There we go, Peak goes down. Okay, it's just an engineer, but that's one less player that can tease the point. Arentria, tries to go for the force. It's going to be a reflect kill from Garden Fungus, hitting that rocket straight back. And again, they're just losing pace here. Actually, everyone on the side of SDCK going down. Gedu drops everybody. He's only got Buddy on the respawn to help him out. But that is 6 players down from SDCK. And look, Shinso has 100% charge now. They have all of their players left. They're going to take this cap for free and have ad.
It's looking up in the world a little bit again. It's still a tough comeback to make it in the round and in the match, but a minute down, it's far from out just yet. Get the recap here. Shinzo with good advantage. I mean, if the rest of these pushes look like this, they still have a fighting chance. Let's see if SDCK has any last words about that, though. They don't have to do much more here to win. One good play could get them right on point for the end of the timer here. Look at that. The snipe instantly. Skirmish just pops that out of the corner. Gets that kill right away. At least it's one pick class down for another, but I feel like you would much rather have the sniper and Skirmish immediately proving that right.
Agi comes in from the cliff. Geddy was at about 70% there, but he will go taken down by the spy. And that Uber is going to be used by Pills just to try and clean up those players on the point. There was so much cap time being put down there, but it is not going to be enough to get the cap. And look at the time now. Only 30 seconds is going to separate the two teams. And once again, it's Pills in control of the point with an Uber advantage. It's not that big as it was before. Look at May taking the beam, trying to get some cap time. Erentra is there, not even going for the medic, going for the cappers, trying to stop them from getting the cap. But SDK is just there with so many bodies. They will get the cap. And that Uber advantage isn't looking too tasty anymore.
Yeah, suddenly it's closed down quite a bit here. It's still just about there, and if you just have one clutch play, it might just work, but who having the clutch play right now? Looks like it's SDCK. Mezo coming in, gets the kill, Skirmish with a headshot as well. So many options just taken from them here, but one is still there, Arentria, with plan B immediately in there as well. Had the NG follow-up as well. Things might be going wrong. I appreciate a quick counter action here, but it's trading a lot of numbers, and even with worse ones on SDCK, you can only afford to do so many and wait for respawns with this little time left on the clock.
Yeah, like, they managed to get so many kills there. They're only just getting bodies on the point now. And there's 10 seconds left on the clock, so SDCK know that they can just play this for as long as they can. They're going to have the better respawns after this. There we go, they're losing some bodies, but they're also getting some kills, and those spawns are going to be so much longer. Buddy, though, is just going to get deleted. James with the headshot, and Arentria cleaning up.
But Arentria gets the medic! That's so big. They were just sitting back there, throwing players in for sacks like it's no one's business, but actually, there was a little more threat to worry about.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge, because 45 seconds now. Shinso has 70%. By the time SDCK get in, he's going to have an Uber. So SDCK are going to have to deal with the fact that they have the point and an Uber ready. They've lost a few players here, but it's going to be a lot for them to kind of get through in order to make sure this round doesn't end.
We'll see. It's coming down to the wire here. One Uber charge with this little time left is huge. Should you kill anyone right now, they might just be gone for good for the rest of the round, as long as you can protect the point from overtime. Big bombs coming in. Maybe a bit too much here, losing a couple going deep and only getting very few kills out of this Gedu living, but they need overtime to get this Uber charge onto the point to begin with. They need to play cap early right now. A couple down for the blue side already. Clean up a little bit more as well here. 4 to 3 down on each side. SDCK flooding to the point. No stickies for the DuMmTm, but the pipes are landing, and with that, they're not daring actually get past the cap area any more than that. Lose one, and that's just it right there. Pills gets the first round of the match.
Well, there we go. Don't know how many people predicted a round from Pills, but they've managed to do it, and hey, maybe this could be the start of a comeback. If they just get one more round here, they even get a point from the new Golden Capital, or the returning Golden Capital. We'll have to see what happens. They've won 2 out of 3 mid-fights so far, and they're going to get the kill onto Garden Fungus straight away. But Jackie is in. He gets Shinso, he gets James. Sandburn's going to get a kill. Mezzo with the shank as well. So many kills going down. Gedu is going to get cleaned up, but an entire wipe on the side of Pills is going to be enough for SDCK to win this mid-fight. It's going to be pretty equal Ubers here, but very aggressive mid there.
You have angered the beast. Now prepare to die. They might have lost a round, but my god, they're not out of this one whatsoever. You can't ever take anything for granted against these guys, and it's not going to get any easier from here as well. They might not be prone to, you know, not get upset as well. Sometimes they do tilt on SDCK, but I think after that performance just now in the mid-fight, they're very much still very focused for this game, I would imagine. This is still looking very doable right now. Let's see how it goes here as well. They were so unfortunate to not get the medic kill at the beginning as well. There was like 2 snipe pipes across the point with Gadu's name on it, but the Pyro there walked into the sideline. Actually, Gunfunk is just playing Protect the President. Gadu gets away with it, and that's huge. They have a maneuver here where they badly need it right now, and it's going to get them already to the first minute mark pretty quickly.
Yeah, time is going down. Clark with the revenge crits on the flank with Jackie. Takes down Venom and takes down Peak as well. These revenge crits are causing damage on the flank. James is going to get a nice snipe there, and the Ubers will be exchanged on top of the point, but it's just not looking too good for Pills. They have the better Uber, but they just don't have the players to chase with right now. And Buddy, look how far forward he is. He does not fear. He just wants to put that damage down. Shinso is actually pretty weak behind the point. They have to back away here. He's so weak, he will die to Mezzo with the Latrange. Will manage to get the clean up there. And again, they go aggressive, trying to maybe get some damage onto Gedu, but Sandburn is holding strong on that rock.
Yeah, just about. Has the arrows to support that. No one that's quick enough to clean him up when he was the weakest before the heals came in. And with that, SDCK standing strong, keeping this one together here. Gedu yet again in advantage after that barely achieved Shinzo kill there. And that might just be all need here. Already half the time of the clock, and it doesn't feel like Pills has made one like actual push just yet.
Yeah, it's a really hard position for Pills right now. You know, they're nearly 2 minutes behind in terms of time, and they do not have anywhere close to the Uber. They're trying to go for the force here. Adventurer is in. They do not get any damage onto Gedu. That dispenser armor is going to be enough, but Buddy jumps forward with the Uber. So much damage onto Shinzo. He serves away. He will get cleaned up by May, holding that W all the way in, gets the frag, and it's just going from bad to worse for Pills right now. They don't have the point. They don't have their medic alive. They have a disad, and they've only got 40 seconds to play with before this map will go the way of SDCK.
Yeah, they're on the verge already here. Too many people down, I think, to get away with a clean sweep of around here just now. But as long as they're in good shape from here, this might still be all fine. Pills even delaying the cap. You want all the much spawn as they can. I think they're not delaying fire entry much longer, but at that point, SDCK got all the spawners already as well, so the counter push already on its way. Get Venom early. Heavy down is a huge damage to one off the table, but Two can play that game, get the sniper off the field as well. Keeps the numbers roughly even right now, but Gedu will just have first. The longer this fight takes, the better for SDCK. They can just pull the trigger eventually in this fight.
Yeah, they can just play the long game now. They have so much time to play with though, but no! Omga is going to go in, get the cleanup onto Gedu, and then the rest of the players start falling like dominoes. There are people dying left, right, and center. Samba with this long-range heavy fight, he's going to get the kill onto Peak, which is it's absolutely crazy. Will eventually go down there, but so many players died. That sack wave just was absolutely devastating. But in all of that, Shinso also goes down. That does mean that it's going to be a very, very slim ad, but these respawns are just taking longer. James on a 4K managed to take down Clark. He does go down to Scrimmers, but SDCK just getting time on the point.
Yeah, the faster spawn's making such a big impact right now. After that close fight just now, they just faster back to point, and that might just be all that matters here. Getting to the point here, Edge in the backline, shoots down the medic before the headshots will hit. Andrew with the double bomb on top of that as well, but just unfortunately now goes down for nothing. I mean, the medic down, you've done what you had to, but do you have the time to come back after you died now?
Yeah, there's time ticking down. 1 second on the clock, but nobody is there to force it into overtime. 3-1 the way of SDCK this first map. They're going to take product, and they're going to take all 3 points.
Until then, there's not just the Vigil week in the middle before it's Cop week again, but also the rest of this Cop week yet to play between Fresh Pearls and SDCK. Fighting out on map 2 here first map. Going to SDCK, not without some imperfections, but they overcame them really gracefully in the end here. Let's see if the second map will look anything like this. And with a start like this, they're off already looking hard.
Yeah, Jackie gets denied in the air by the sniper, but it was the other sniper, Likey, who gets the first kill onto Venom. James also gets taken down. Jackie not happy about getting shot in the middle of the air, but it just looked like SDCK just waltzing over this point. No denial whatsoever. Mezzo in the back lines with Jackie. He will get taken out by Venom, but Mezzo is still lurking as well. Looks like he's just going to be kind of, just sapping that teleporter, making sure the reinforcements don't come in, but very, very comfortable for SDCK. And Aji tries to go for Likey, but gets cleaned up just in time.
There you go, there you go. A relatively quick cap for this map, I suppose, but with some hot snipes early, I guess. That's just kind of how it goes. And now it's going to be a matter of how they play this from here. It's a couple of ways you can approach the holes here. More often than not, in most situations, you see the one behind the point, but sometimes the tunnel hole does come out as well to just make approach a lot more miserable. With the even Uber right now, they're opting to be far back. Little fiscal there for Clark under the point as well, but that's just distraction. Edgy, while they're all looking down, just falls right on top of the medic, and that's an easy kill right there.
Well, it's going to be 100% Uber for Shinso, but that doesn't mean you win the fight straight away. Uber advantage is one thing, it's about using it at the right time, and at the moment SDCK is still holding on to this point without heals.
Not again!
That's going to be the drop. Mezzo just sneaks in, gets the backstab onto Shinso, and is still taking this amount of time for Pills to even get the cap under pressure. I'm pretty sure will go down now, but it's taking them so much time. It's taking them so much resources, so much effort in order to do this, and they're 120 behind with an Uber disad.
Yeah, not at all looking too shabby to still bring this back here, but they need something big here. Sniper down is certainly a big help already, but without an Uber charge, it's going to just be a whole lot harder. And SDCK immediately plays what they can, right? There's not a threat from an Uber. They will have to commit to a fight where everyone is just as susceptible to dying than themselves here. And for what it's worth, Gunfungus is making that actually be very untrue as well. No damage is coming through to any of his teammates just now, and the cap time is just piling up.
Yeah, so much pressure. And they just don't have an answer to it. They're just bleeding players. 1, 2, 3, 4 going down now. And then SDCK are going to take the cap. And they still have an Uber advantage. And they've got so much control. And the problem is people are dying out of sync now. And they're just not able to regroup and get anything done. Hugely under so much pressure. It's going to be Vlad that takes the headshot from Likey though. That's the only real casualty out of that kind of aftermath. But again, need to regroup and maybe just go forward together, and that's what they're trying to do now. They're getting onto the point. They have an Uber ready, and Likey will go down to a Rentria, jumping up onto that high ground. SDCK need to do something to defend here.
Well, there you go. The Uber fight comes out to see who comes out on top of this one. The cap time slowly but surely still there for the team here on the blue. Everyone juggled to the point, but no one did die, so the threat of the Baruch, which is instantly there, heavy from up top, certainly immediately turning some heads, but there's not much follow-up with Sandbone. Kind of just didn't get helped out by his team much there in the end. Some pipes finally flying, Buddy and Gang. A little too late to save the heavy, but by the looks of it, not too late to clean up some kills. Sandbone just took one for the team, but it works out in the end here. They're even delaying for him. How nice of them.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Buddy's just a little too ahead of the team.
I think they're going to delay for another 10 seconds. Does mean an 18-second respawn queue for Buddy, and no demo means a lot of aerial. Now, oh my god, Jackie Legs just kind of lands from the skybox on top of Agi.
Sometimes you just kind of appear out of thin air, I guess, on Soldier, and, you know, I guess if you're any flankler, sometimes you just gotta pretend to be a spy and just kind of do people like that. We'll see what they can do with this position here. After all, it's not big Uber advantage anymore, but it's still a big time lead. So whatever Pills is doing, they can't play a very relaxed Uber. They have to actually take this like really aggressively to point here sooner or later, or things are looking dire. Without a Soldier Bomb as well, they're not going to get an early force at all.
No, and they're losing players, and now they've got no Pyro, no Soldier, sorry. It's going to be difficult for them. They just cannot get that pressure, and they cannot deny the spam coming in from the SDCK players. They got less than 10 seconds. They have to get on the point. They have an Uber, but so do SDCK. They can just deny it.
Yeah, there we go. The fight continues and continues. The kills, however, mostly running out evenly and with better spawns waiting to happen for SDCK. This is just kind of a big threat, but not enough on point. It was so long just standing at lower, actually. I don't know who they were fighting, but whatever they were fighting was not the fight to take. They had to go to point, and they just kind of got completely sidetracked over there.
Yeah, I mean, the Ubers were popped, but nothing really came of it. You have to get the bodies on the objective, otherwise it's not going to matter. That first round will go the way of SDCK, and I'm going to be on to the second mid-fight now. Big, fast bomb. Erentria going in behind, but James and Hugie are going to be the first two players going down. Omga also going down. Erentria getting caught out.
Beautiful jump by Erentria, holy. All around the back area. To get to the Vedic, that was insane.
I mean, I did say, you know, Soldier on this map can be the difference. That's, I mean, it's the one thing that's happened. Actually, Jackie and Buddy going down, so, you know, it's not been all free and easy for SDCK here. They get the cap, but they've got their spam classes down. Shinso has the ad now, 80% in the bank. And this should be the catalyst for Pills to say, okay, let's go forward and start taking some space.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see how this point gets continued to be played from here. James doing well here. Does not die to the spiders yet as well. Tries to escape here and just about getting away with it as well with the melee kill, mind you. But there's still likely waiting to happen. That's the big kill to get him also than the spy right now. But with this many kills gotten already, the repush is just kind of sounding like a formality and is looking like one as well here. A few kills on entry and not just kind of all a sheer road. Might with a counterfrag, but that's far from enough here. Just got to see that you get your mat out alive and at least that happens, so they're not going to be starting from scratch on the US, but certainly still a lot of catching up to do before the charges here. That hasn't deterred them too much just yet playing aggressive on point, but looks like Pilz has similar ideas as well. They're playing really aggressive once again, and they're the ones doing the aggressive push I was talking about before the game.
Yeah, they're so far forward. Now they're trying to catch people out, but they're being countered on here. Just no Uber for SDCK, but they're just walking forward. They've taken 2-3 players down now. And look at Jackie Legs jumping forward. The rocket lands square in the face of Onga. Mezzo is now harassing behind. Shinso is trying to stay alive. Is managed to surf away and does survive. He is so weak, 19 HP, running back to spawn, but will live to fight another day and retain a little bit of that Uber. But getting at 100%, it looks like SDCK want to do a forward hold here on the house, and this is extremely aggressive. They're just saying, hey, Pills, what you just did, we're going to do it to you too.
Well, who's doing it better, I guess? Uber comes out while the Scout just runs at the combo, gets body drop from the beam, and that's pretty much the end of this one, you would imagine here, without explosive classes. Are they really staying any forward now at all? No one's even quick, but it looks like they still are falling back sooner or later. They get already way back to spawn. How did Peak push past him? He's just behind him on the medic? Almost gets away with it too. Unbelievable. Wait, that's a spot. Why are we going for the stab? Just throwing. The medic was there with 30 health. Why are you going for a stab? They don't want to win. I hate to break it to you, they don't want to win.
They don't want to. They decided against it. I mean, hey, look, they have 100% Uber. They've got 4 kills, and they're getting bodies on the point. Jackie Legs comes in, isn't going to be able to get any pressure down. Omga really far forward, getting the pressure. Oh no, Mezzo. I didn't see what happened, but Mezzo gets the drop.
Well, whatever the case, Matt's down. That's really all that matters here in the end. Suddenly, all looking good again. One spy will not fail the kill on the medic here, it looks like, and that will cost them dearly now. SDCK with a minute lead, just waiting to grow even bigger. Same with Uber position here as well. There's at least some sacks coming, but once again, just falling flat on the line here. Aaron Tree, however, follows suit as well. They're all looking in the sky, somehow not finding him. Will get through. There was heavy follow-up as well. Venom just cleans up house from there. Couple that with a snipe. Actually, those two going in got them like 4 kills at once, basically, and that's just a really good conversion right there. Gets them the point for a little bit longer, but is it good enough?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, you get the immediate reward of getting that point, but is it good in the long term? We'll have to see. They have control at the moment of Rentry, getting some sight and height, and actually Agi with the backstab gets Genu. And this is going to be huge, because if Pills are able to hold on to this, they have the chance of taking the lead in the time. It's not that big of a difference right now. About 40 seconds. Jackie trying to get some spam onto Shinso. They're kind of stuck in the corner here. They got May to one side, Jackie to the other. Is it going to be enough? Vlad and is not going to be able to protect as May gets the kill onto Shinso. That's mid down. And maybe they should have just got out of there, because SDK are going to take the Uber advantage and they're going to take control of the point. And now it's going to be very, very difficult to dislodge them from this position with less than 60 seconds to go.
They wanted to get out of there so badly as well, but then they got like halfway out of tunnel and they decided, actually, maybe we don't go anywhere. Soldier bombing behind us, maybe we stay here, but hesitation, once again, the biggest killer in the game sometimes. Will cost them badly. They're not committing to one side or the other and just get themselves really badly sandwiched between the soldier and the scout. That soldier down now, I guess. Bomb automatic here on their side, however, not succeeding where it has on their opponent. Demo behind, big damage coming through, or NG behind even. How does P keep getting behind for free? The world may never know, but it's not quite enough. Genu barely living.
I think Genu went down to 1 HP there. I'm pretty sure I saw him tick down to 1 HP. Manages to get the Uber here. Buddy on the chase. A lot of players in front of him, including the medic. He's not able to get the kill though, but he's caused enough havoc. Shinso is weak. Vlad is weak. They have to get onto the point now. They've got the bodies, but do they have the fight? No, it's going to be Shinso going down to May. They've got no heals anymore. They have to stand on this point. They can't see neither. This is going to be Vlad trying to air blast away. But that cap time is ticking down, and SDCK just playing the slow game. They're just getting the damage and getting the kills.
Yeah, any trade they take here is just good for them. They're gonna, if they lose the point, it doesn't matter. They're gonna have the better spawns at the end anyway, so might as well just drag this out to the better end, and in the end, actually just straight up like 2-for-1 out DMing them to the point that they just have players left on point, while Pills certainly does not while waiting for the spawners here. all the time ticks down again. That's the round right there, 2-0 for SDCK.
Yeah, 1 round away from taking all 6 points in this fixture. And, I mean, let's not forget on product, it was 2-0, and Pills managed to come back and put a round on the board. That could happen here. But you'd be a brave man to bet on that at the moment with the way SDCK are playing. They've been so clinical with everything they're doing. We'll have to see what happens on the mid-fight, because mid-fights have not been an issue for Pills. They've been doing pretty well so far, but no one's dying yet. It seems it's going to be slow and passive mid. Oh, as I say that, both demos going down as Arentria again getting the med pick, gets Gedu, heals for Shinso and his team, and nothing for SDCK right now.
Yeah, hey, I mean, once again, it's the endless mid-fight, I guess, with the mat down. It should bode well for Fresh Pills, but it's taking its time right now. There's only actually 2 players down on SDCK. Meister close on the medic makes this really threatening to the bitter end right now, and heals are back up at the very least, even if they don't have the overcharge, and let everyone just take a little bit more aggression to get that force out if they really choose to do so. But Buddy does not get that beam in the end, actually. Will go down and might actually just turn the point blue for once.
It is going to be a Pills mid-fight win. They have control of the point, and they have 100% Uber, and they're in doing the banana hold. So if they just do that for the next 3 minutes, hey, they get around on the board.
It sounds so easy when you say it like that.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Just
it's
win.
so simple. Oh, we are going to see the force though. A lot of players dying though.
That was such a good stuff by Gedu, actually. Wow. To get out of there.
Arentria!
No,
he lands it!
No. Oh no, Gedu did so much to lift that, but Arentria just catches him anyway.
He made the mistake of going for the health pack. If he had just ran from where he was to spawn, sure, he's on 11 HP, but if he'd just done that, he would have been in spawn with his team. But Arentria just kind of taken the gamble that he didn't do that, lands straight on him, gets the kill, and you know what? Things aren't looking too bad for Pills right now. They're about to approach a minute off the clock, and they still have their heals, and they still have control of that point.
Yeah, stays blue for the time being. That's all you need to see here on the side of Fresh Pills. Whatever way you get there, I guess it doesn't really matter as long as it works. The cap time stacking up though, so can't rest on the laurels just yet too much. And look at the flanks already busy here. Sniper gets one, Soldier gets one each. With that, the cap time getting so much easier to accomplish while everyone's busy elsewhere other than point. They still haven't even cleared Jackalex. The Sniper still peeking deep. It's getting dicey in that little corner they're trying to hide in, and they're just going lower and lower every single step of the way until they just decide, actually, we just go behind them. We can't go anywhere else right now without getting sniped. Might as well go here, try to catch them from the backlines. Gedu, however, sees the writing on the wall here very clearly, gets out of there just in time, does not fall victim to that. In fact, barely anyone does. Lose NG, lose Heavy, that's not too big a deal here when you have an overcharge of your own coming back to point onto a team that has so little combined health.
I think Yuji's just killed 5 people with pipes alone. Just walking forward and just hitting every single pipe. But it's not enough to get his team the cap in the end. As there's a few SDCK players alive just causing havoc and just killing. Getty will die. And Pills will get the cap eventually. But SDCK bought a little bit of time there. In fact, it's not that much time at all. 40 odd seconds. It does mean that Pills are in control with an Uber ad, and they've crossed the halfway mark on this round. Less than 130 to go, and they're just retreating back into that banana hold. They hold all the cards right now, and SDCK are going to have to put in a little bit of work if they're going to be able to get back into this round.
This is the first banana hold we're seeing as well, I believe. So that's going to be interesting to see how SDCK deals with it. Obviously, they have them a million of times, and if you started off with a sniper kill, that certainly bodes very well in theory. NG getting taken out as well, and the Uber Force right on top of that with no gun to support us anymore. They're chasing deep. They want to get in. How on earth did Omga just fly into that? Maybe they were right with the accusations back in the day. He just flew right into spawn, but still wasn't fast enough to get there. And in the meantime, Nike just stayed in forward the entire time, lets the Uber push past him, and gets the medic on the crackback.
Wow. This is getting extremely messy. And when things get chaotic and messy like this, it usually comes down to the teams that are going to win those 1v1s. And at the moment, SDCK seem to be the ones to kind of be cleaning up a little bit better. They're going to capture the point now, but they are so far behind on time. They have Uber. They're not going for a banana hold. But Pills know that they could just win the next fight, and they're in a really, really good position to get around here.
Yeah, maybe so. It's gonna come down to the wire. It looks like by this round SDCK having a very small margin of error to play with anymore, but the advantage might just carry on them. We'll see how long that lasts though. The Force comes out very early right away here. Get that going pretty quick. Try to get any bonus kills. Luckily, Gunfungus does not let that happen. Anyone dying now obviously down for much longer than anyone on Fresh Pill, so losing Uber and players for that long would be a big deal. Venom behind as well, caught off early, actually, the last one to die now. It wastes even more time. They have a bit of time to spare. After all, they just need 30 seconds. Maybe the supercharge can get them there.
They're just waiting now. This is like what you really need to do if you're SDCK. Just wait and pick off players if you can. Mezzo getting a Rentry, which is really, really big. The amount of work Rentry's been doing, getting in and getting these forces, getting the pressure on the medic. Look at Shinso, he's getting pressured already. Hasn't quite got that Uber yet. Finally does. Omga goes down. That's the kind of play you want to be alive. And James goes down. The Uber's going to be used inbound behind. They're trying to get in on the banana. I do think Getty will go down there to the sword, get sliced up, but everyone else is fighting for their lives. Sandburn on the high ground is just going to be there just to deny anyone going on the point. Jackie Legs, I think, got 3 kills during that. Mezzo got a couple as well. He's on to James again. And I don't know how you feel about the underpush, Dum, but I feel it's not a good idea when you've bled a few players already.
It's such a weird play. You really just have to have a really good read on situation, and that can be difficult if you don't have like people behind already to spot out where everything is. You need everything in the perfect position here. The push comes in late from fresh pills, but maybe on 2 day getting good kills with that early on as well. Most of the combo taken care of. Down for another 5 seconds here, looks like, but the rest of SDCK, but they'll be there in time still to have one more fight going for them, and the Uber ever so slightly favors SDCK here as well, so it's gonna come down to the last few seconds of this round to decide the winner of this.
It is. If it's going to go the way of SDCK, they win the round, they win the map, and they win the entire series. And also exploits, but they use Jackie. They lose Buddy as well. Those are the 2 splash damage classes. You need those players if you're going to be doing any sort of denial. It's going to be overtime now. They have to stay on the point here, otherwise Pills will get it. They're going to use the Uber. The counter Uber comes in. It's Pyro versus Demo on the point. A lot of flashing happening, but 3 down for SDCK. They still have heals on both sides, but there's a lot of weak players. They're trying to stay alive. Vlad, Peak, and Omga all going to go down. The respawns aren't going to be too good as QG goes down on the retreat. Shinso is there. He's got a Rentry for company, but they have to go forward with a group because they're not going to be able to win against the 8 SDCK players. They've got 20 seconds to go, and they have to do this, otherwise they're getting 0 points out of this fixture.
Well, coming down to this one right now, looking to see if they can snipe some people out early. Jackie Legs going a little bit aggressive, even Buddy holding forward. Just any damage they want to see early right now makes it hard to actually fight on point at all, but it looks like they're breaching those defenses here, but not for very long. Look at that, the Sticky Travel only gets 2 already, and the one more pipe to close it out. That last fight before, after the Uber, just they were failing to get the Sandburn kill up top, and that was such a huge lead breaker. Man gets an arrow at the very end to stay alive and repush back with the rest of the team, and suddenly you couldn't have UGB deny everyone on point because he had to worry about the heavy just dropping down on him, and in the end that was costing them there here. Demoman couldn't stop anyone flooding point, heavy cleans them up, and it's GG. You lose the fight, and then it comes down to this at the end, and they're just gonna wait for you on point to execute you.